This was a piece of wood that I went looking for. I knew that it was going to break the rectangle. My life was never that neat. And there had been a big storm in Ireland just the week prior, and this 300-year-old Irish yew, this mighty tree, had fallen in the pasture just across the street. This is just age and weathering. It's got like these warts, all the things that living thing had, sort of overseen. A mixture of the perfect and the chaotic. That order and chaos has been something that's been threaded through all of our projects. We try to make something that's as perfect as possible, but we try to leave these slightly ragged edges, A book lives or dies on the quality of the materials. This is the prototype of the Soul Arts book. And I can't say enough laudatory things about the printer that we work with. It's this family-owned printer in Florence, Italy, called Conti Typicolor. Just rip it open, Christmas morning. In a way, it's just the canvas. You're just gauging how it feels. It's easily the heaviest book, the weightiest book that we've ever made. And that goes back to the paper again. It's completely unprinted at this stage in the process. So we're just looking at materials, but it has this feeling of treasure, of riches. So there'll be a special lamination on the slipcase that gives a kind of softness and sponginess to the slipcase, which it has this velvety kind of feel. And so this paper is by a company called Burgo, B-U-R-G-O. It's their Burgo R400 line. And it has this, you've got to feel it. It just, it has this silkiness to it. Just scrolling through this, I can't wait to get this book. Because the campaign was so successful, we just wanted to send those good vibes kind of back in response to that amazing outpouring of support. So we decided we were going to create this bookmark called the Harmony of the Spheres bookmark. And you can see that dappled, rough veneer to it. So this is going to have gold foil stamped into it in these sort of constellation star chart patterns. We wanted to go slightly overboard with the dimensions of the book to give that feeling of going to the cinema to see a movie. You have that element of surprise of when you open a gatefold spread and you have this image stretching all the way across. You're going through, you're enjoying the show, and then all of a sudden you turn that page over and it's just boom. All of these games that our fans love and have spent hundreds of hours playing, and they get to see it refracted through the imaginations and talents of all these different artists. I want people to feel the love that we have for these games. I feel like if we make an object that is timeless enough, that is beautiful, that's something you want to pass down to your kids, then that's the most sustainable thing we can do, is because that's going to have a life. Maybe it lasts 300 years. The only way I can think to describe them is it's like a cathedral in miniature that you hold in your hands. I want Tuna Fairweather to be able to give people something that feels like an heirloom, that has that kind of quality, and expresses their love of these games in a way that feels like a tribute. The world's going to be a cooler, more inspiring place once this book finally comes out, and I get to be a part of that chain.